networks. 528. A small minority of Israeli Arabs also volunteer in the army. 529. As a result of its conscription program, the IDF maintains approximately 176,500 active troops armed 465,000 reservists, giving Israel one of the world's highest percentage of citizens with military training. 530. The military relies heavily on high-tech weapons systems designed and manufactured in Israel as well as some foreign imports. The Arrow missile is one of the world's few operational anti-ballistic missile systems. 531. The Python air-to-air missile series is often considered one of the most crucial weapons in its military history. 532. Israel's Spike missile is one of the most widely exported anti-tank guided missiles in the world. 533. Israel's Iron Dome anti-missile air defense system gained worldwide acclaim after intercepting hundreds of rockets fired by Palestinian militants from the Gaza Strip. 534. 535. Since the Yom Kippur War, Israel has developed a network of reconnaissance satellites. 536. The UFIC program has made Israel one of 7 countries capable of launching such satellites. 537. Iron Dome is the world's first operational anti-artillery rocket defense system. Israel is widely believed to possess nuclear weapons. 538. And per a 1993 report, chemical and biological weapons of mass destruction. 539. Israel has not signed the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. 540, and maintains a policy of deliberate ambiguity toward its nuclear capabilities. 541. The Israeli Navy's Dolphin submarines are believed to be armed with nuclear missiles offering second strike capability. 542. Since the Gulf War in 1991, all homes in Israel are required to have a reinforced security room, Merkave Mugan, impermeable tar chemical and biological substances. 543. Since Israel's establishment, military expenditure constituted a significant portion of the country's gross domestic product, with peak of 30.3% of GDP in 1975. 544. In 2021, Israel ranked 15th in the world by total military expenditure, with $24.3 billion, and 6th by defense spending as a percentage of GDP, with 5.2%. 545. Since 1974, the United States has been a particularly notable contributor of military aid. 546. Under a Memorandum of Understanding signed in 2016, the U.S. is expected to provide the country with $3.8 billion per year, or around 20% of Israel's defense budget, from 2018 to 2028. 547. Israel ranked 9th globally for arms exports in 2022. 548. The majority of Israel's arms exports are unreported for security reasons. 549. Israel is consistently rated low in the Global Peace Index, ranking 134th out of 163 nations for peacefulness in 2022. 550. Economy. The Diamond Exchange District in Ramat Gan Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Israel is considered the most advanced country in Western Asia and the Middle East in economic and industrial development. 551. 552. As of October 2023, the IMF estimated Israel's GDP at $521.7 billion and Israel's GDP per capita at 53.2 thousand, ranking 13th worldwide, a figure comparable to other highly developed and rich countries. 553. It is the third richest country in Asia by nominal per capita income. 554. Israel has the highest average wealth per adult in the Middle East. 555. The Economist ranked Israel as the fourth most successful economy among the developed countries for 2022. 556. It has the most billionaires in the Middle East, and 18th most in the world. 557. In recent years Israel had one of the highest growth rates in the developed world. 558. In 2010, it joined the OECD. 33. 559. The country is ranked 20th in the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report, 560, and 35th from the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index. 561. Israel was also ranked 5th in FUORD by share of people in high-skilled employment. 562. Israeli economic data covers the economic territory of Israel, including the Golan Heights, East Jerusalem, and Israeli settlements in the West Bank. 411. Despite limited natural resources, intensive development of the agricultural and industrial sectors over the past decades has made Israel largely self-sufficient in food production, apart from grains and beef. Imports to Israel totaling $96.5 billion in 2020 include raw materials, military equipment, investment goods, rough diamonds, fuels, grain, and consumer goods. 285. Leading exports include machinery and equipment, software, cut diamonds, agricultural products, chemicals, and textiles and apparel. In 2020, Israeli exports reached $114 billion. 285. The Bank of Israel holds $201 billion of foreign exchange reserves, the 17th highest in FUORD. 285. Since the 1970s, Israel has received military aid from the United States, as well as economic assistance in the form of loan guarantees, which now account for roughly half of Israel's external debt. Israel has one of the lowest external debts in the developed world, and is a lender in terms of net external debt, assets versus liabilities abroad, which in 2015 stood at a surplus of $69 billion. 563. Israel has the second largest number of startup companies after the United States, 564, and the third largest number of Nasdaq-listed companies. 565. It is the world leader for number of startups per capita. 566. Israel has beat up the startup nation. 567, 568, 569, 570, Intel, 571, and Microsoft, 572, built their first overseas research and development facilities in Israel, and other high-tech multinational corporations have opened research and development centers in the country. The days which are allocated to working times in Israel are Sunday through Thursday, for a 5-day work week, or Friday, for a 6-day work week. In observance of Shabbat, in places where Friday is a work day and the majority of population is Jewish, Friday is a short day. Several proposals have been raised to adjust the work week with the majority of the world. 573. Science and Technology. Matam High-Tech Park in Haifa. Israel's development of cutting-edge technologies in software communications and the life sciences have evoked comparisons with Silicon Valley. 574, 575. Israel is first in the world in expenditure on research and development as a percentage of GDP. 576. It is ranked 14th in Global Innovation Index in 2023, 577. and 5th in the 2019 Bloomberg Innovation Index. 578. Israel has 140 scientists, technicians, and engineers per 10,000 employees, the highest number in the world. 579, 580, 581. Israel has produced 6 Nobel Prize-winning scientists since 2004, 582, and has been frequently ranked as one of the countries with the highest ratios of scientific papers per capita. 583, 584, 585. Israeli universities are ranked among the top 50 world universities in computer science. Technion and Tel Aviv University, Mathematics, Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and Chemistry, Weizmann Institute of Science. 389. In 2012, Israel was ranked 9th in the world by the Futrans Space Competitiveness Index. 586. The Israel Space Agency coordinates all Israeli space research programs with scientific and commercial goals, and have indigenously designed and built at least 13 commercial, research and spy satellites. 587. Some of Israel's satellites are ranked among the world's most advanced space systems. 588. Shavit is a space launch vehicle produced by Israel to launch small satellites into low Earth orbit. 589. It was first launched in 1988, making Israel the 8th nation to have a space launch capability. In 2003, Alan Raymond became Israel's first astronaut, serving on the fatal mission of Space Shuttle Columbia. 590. The ongoing water shortage has spurred innovation in water conservation techniques, and a substantial agricultural modernization, drip irrigation, was invented in Israel. Israel is also at the technological forefront of desalination and water recycling. The Sorek desalination plant is the largest seawater reverse osmosis desalination facility in the world. 591. By 2014, Israel's desalination programs provided roughly 35% of Israel's drinking water, and it is expected to supply 70% by 2050. 592. As of 2015, more than 50% of the water for Israeli households, agriculture and industry is artificially produced. 593. In 2011, Israel's water technology industry was worth around $2 billion a year, with annual exports of products and services in the tens of millions of dollars. As a result of innovations in reverse osmosis technology, Israel is set to become a net exporter of water. 594. Israel has embraced solar energy. Its engineers are on the cutting edge of solar energy technology. 596. And its solar companies work on projects around the world. 597. 598. Over 90% of Israeli homes use solar energy for hot water, the highest per capita. 308. 599. According to government figures, the country saves 8% of its electricity consumption per year because of its solar energy use. In heating. 600. The high annual incident solar irradiance at its geographic latitude creates ideal conditions for what is an internationally renowned solar research and development. A horizontal parabolic dish, with a triangular structure on its top. The world's largest solar parabolic dish at the Ben Gurion National Solar Energy Center. 595. Industry in the Negev Desert. 596. 597. 598. Israel had a modern electric care infrastructure involving a countrywide network of charging stations. 601. 602. 603. However, Israel's electric car company Better Place shut down in 2013. 604 Energy. Israel began producing natural gas from its own offshore gas fields in 2004. In 2009, a natural gas reserve, Tamar, was found near the coast of Israel. A second reserve, Leviathan, was discovered in 2010. 605. The natural gas reserves in these two fields could make Israel energy secure for more than 50 years. In 2013, Israel began commercial production of natural